Alright, hello everybody. Today I thought I would do a quick video on just all the horns that I play on. I get a lot of questions on what brands and just what instruments I have in my collection just in general. And then a side note, all the instrument stands that I use, you know, bassoon, saxophone, oboe, flutes, all of them are the brand Hercules. I really enjoy their stands. And I wouldn't trust my instrument on anything else besides those. Alright, so starting at the top and working our way down, this is my piccolo. I play on a Pearl PFP 105, and then I use the traditional head joint. There's an option to either have a traditional one like this, or a waved one where the head joint is raised just slightly right here. It's just comfort for me. I've played on a few of the waved head joints, and it's okay. It just kind of takes my embouchure just a second to kind of readjust. Again, I finally own my own piccolo, so I'm glad that I will never have to, you know, be at the mercy of whatever head joint is in that case. I play piccolo a lot for musicals. I enjoy this piccolo. It is not wood. It is, you know, it's a synthetic type material. I'm really glad I finally have my own piccolo, so. Yes, and again, this is a Pearl piccolo. Again, just because I'm a Woodwind doubler, I don't really need the top of the line. This is perfect. Again, I don't think I'll ever need anything more than this in my doubling career. This is an awesome instrument. So yeah, if you're a doubler, you're looking for a piccolo, or even just, you know, student, college level, I really do enjoy this one. I think it's awesome. I guess below that would be my Yamaha recorder, which I'm actually playing for a musical this spring, which I'm really excited about. Again, just a basic recorder. I think it's technically like a step above the most basic of basic that they offer. Next we have my, you know, traditional C flute. I play on a Yamaha YFL 326, open hole, low B, gold lip plate. I love this flute so much. Again, as you know, a Woodwind doubler, oboe is my primary. I don't ever see myself needing anything more than this. I got the gold lip plate just because, again, I think it's pretty, and my my last flute also had one, so I don't think it really affects anything too much, if that makes sense. Again, definitely recommended. And of course, my old flute, and this is, again, something you need to look out for, you know, especially if flute's not your primary instrument. I kind of learned this the hard way. I bought my first flute after my first paid gig ever, which was when I was 16. So I was super excited. I was like, oh my gosh. I saw at a nearby music around that they had this flute and it had low B and it had a gold lip plate. And I was like, it's open hold, like that's so cool. Like I'm gonna take all my money from the gig I just did and I'm gonna buy it. And I did, and I loved it. I used it for years and years and years. This is actually my first year of using this one. But the thing to look out for is to make sure that whatever the flute is that you're looking for is that it's in offset G. I had an inline G, so you know how my fingers rest nice here? It was like this. So not the most comfortable, and again, since it was open hold, you really have to have your finger be on that key like that. So again, if you're flute shopping, I mean, sometimes some people want that. I mean, they make it for a reason. It's comfortable for some people. It is not comfortable for me. So just, yeah, be making sure that you are buying an offset G. All right, and the last one of my flute family is my new alto flute that I just got. And then for this alto flute, I did get the one that has both head joints. So straight and curved head joint. With the head joints, it is all about preference. I think technically the downside of using the curved head joint is there might be some intonation issues, especially in the higher register. I personally haven't experienced that. I think also just playing oboe and having to constantly be adjusting, you know, every single note kind of helps with that. But yeah, I think that's just the common thing for a lot of flute players is they say that if you use the curved one, you know, the pitch tendencies are just a little off some places. But again, not true for everyone. This is a Pearl PFA 201. I'm actually going to be using it for a musical this December, which I'm super excited about. It's great, again, as a doubler. Do I ever think that I need anything more than this? Absolutely not. This is, you know, perfect, again, for doublers. It would be cheaper to just buy it with just one of the head joints. They unfortunately didn't have that option where I bought it from. So I do have both, and again, it's just comfort. So with the curved one, I'm just kind of sitting here, okay? It's nice and everything falls into place. My arms go all the way out to here. So again, it's comfort. And doing this even for 5 minutes, my back wanted to give out. So that is why I prefer the curved head joint. All right, moving down to, of course, my primary instrument, which is oboe. So I play on a Luray Royale 125. I will soon be upgrading my oboe, probably to another Luray, another used Luray. I did buy this one used. I am going to be biased and say that, of course, I think Luray is top of the line. I think it's the best, you know, best oboes in the world are from Luray. So, obviously, that's what I'm going to recommend to you guys. This is my primary instrument. I did lose my thumb joint my freshman year of college, and again, see, I'm having some issues with my current oboe right now that, you know, I haven't really had time to send it away to get fixed because it's just kind of been back-to-back gigs lately, which is awesome, but yeah, it would be nice to have some time to get this fixed. I could buy a new thumb rest. I've just been too lazy, and I'm also kind of worried that when I do, it's gonna feel so different. But again, that's just kind of being lazy. Fox also makes great oboes as well. So I'd say if you're a woodwind doubler and oboe isn't your primary, I would say getting yourself one of the resin Foxes. What I would say, and I've thought about, they do make a synthetic top joint for Luray. Thought about getting them. My oboe cracks a lot, and I do think it's because as I'm a woodwind doubler, you know, my oboe sometimes will be sitting in the pit for a couple numbers without, you know, me having time to even warm it up with my hands, and it's just go. So I would definitely recommend, if you're a doubler, definitely look for a high quality, like as I said, Fox makes really high quality synthetic oboes. Definitely look at those, because again, your oboe is just going to be sitting in the pit for a while, and again, it'll crack because of that. So yes, definitely recommend that for doublers. All right, and what I'm super excited about too is my new clarinet that I just got recently. And the clarinet brand that I use is actually Luray as well. This is a very, very rare find, especially in this condition. Luray, or there was a certain maker that I was using Luray's tools and factories at the time, made a couple hundred of these Luray clarinets. So this was definitely made back in, I think, around the 1930s, 1940s. And if you know wooden instruments, you know that unlike flutes and saxophones, metal over time, it stays the same for the most part. Sometimes it's even better. That's why a lot of people choose to play on like vintage saxophones. Wood, on the other hand, that is not the case. Especially if you're constantly playing it, you're gonna blow your instrument out. It'll sound really frail, it's gonna sound really fragile. But luckily with this, I did get it from the Mighty Quinn Brass and Winds. They did a total overhaul on it. All the keys are really nice. It's got cork pads, traditional, you know, oboe style of padding. The way it plays, it feels like it's barely been played ever. But yeah, I just love it so much. I've been playing on a plastic Yamaha that has air leaks for years now. So to have something, you know, at this, not only, you know, that sounds great, but is also just like a really cool piece of history, I'm super excited about. And again, I'm super excited to play this on all my gigs coming up. Next we have my soprano saxophone, which also is almost 100 years old as well. It is a, I'm just gonna put it on the screen because I don't want to butcher the name. But I got this used. It sounds amazing. I love it so much. One of the springs at one point did break. Again, it's a 100-year-old instrument, so that's bound to happen. But right now I just have, again, a rubber band in the meantime. Again, I've kind of just been back to back with gigs. I don't have time to really send it away, which again is awesome. It doesn't have like a takeoff neck. It's just a one body instrument. I would love to have, you know, different necks that I could put on it, but again, for the price that I got this for and the condition it's in, it's amazing. Came with the original hard rubber mouthpiece. I play it for musicals, cover band. It's amazing. I love it. All right, next we have my alto sax, which again I got used. And this one is the Cannonball Scepter semi-pro model, which I love so much in the finish I got. It's got the nice nickel and gold. Kind of wish the whole thing was black, but it's still pretty cool. We got some interesting looking keys, of course. Oh, it's so pretty. Unlike all my other instruments so far, you know, minus my oboe, of course. I think maybe in the future I'd love to upgrade one more time to something, I don't know. It plays great. Again, it sounds amazing. I love it. But I do feel like it could use one more upgrade. You know what I mean? But also I just kind of play alto a lot. I'd say probably my most used besides my oboe is my alto. But again, I definitely recommend, again, if you're a doubler, especially if you're a young doubler, or even just a young saxophone player, I do recommend Cannonball as a brand. And again, it could even be like a nicer Cannonball that I upgrade to. All right, my tenor sax, on the other hand, I did get as an open box from the Mighty Quinn Brass and Winds. It is a P. Moriat PM, yeah, it's a P. Moriat, okay? I'm not gonna try to find the specifics. I love it so much. I love the finish on it. It is so beautiful. The neck, I love this. I kind of love the off-brand, what's it called? The off-brand Selmer 6 that they kind of got going on there for the design. It's beautiful. I love it so much. It sounds great. Only thing I do not like about this horn is the mouthpiece. And again, I just haven't had time to really upgrade. the mouthpiece on my tenor or my soprano yet. The mouthpiece is just kind of small for some reason. Like my reed is bigger. I use again for all my single reeds I use Leger reeds, which again I did the video on the new oboe one. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. But it's just kind of like my reed spills out over the side of it. I don't super love it. I definitely recommend getting instruments from there. That's where I got my tenor, the overhaul and the clarinet, they did that, and then my concert flute, that's where I bought them from. I actually do feel with this horn, this is kind of like it, you know what I mean? Like, again, I play tenor a decent amount, I'd say, but this is just perfect for me. For bassoon, I am playing on a Fox Renard, obviously because Fox is the best. I believe it is a 222, is top of the line. That's how I feel about Fox, of course, with bassoons, and that's of course how many people feel about Fox with bassoons, so love it so much. With this, I don't think I'd ever need to upgrade this bassoon. It doesn't really have, I think there's a couple extra thumb keys here that I don't have, but again, just for the level I'm playing at, even for pits and stuff, it's not really anything I'd ever need. Maybe I would upgrade the vocal, Hercules brand. This actually doubles for bass clarinet as well, which, fun fact, used to be my primary instrument before I switched to oboe, was bass clarinet, so that's actually why I conveniently have, you know, this stand. And speaking of bass clarinet, there's one more instrument in my collection that I don't really gig on, but I do have. And actually there's a couple more, but this is a different type of instrument. So, the last instrument in my collection, my alto clarinet, which, if you do not know what an alto clarinet is, it is in between, of course, the B-flat clarinet and the bass clarinet. So it is in the key of E-flat, just like alto sax, it's in the key of E-flat. I got this used, obviously. It was very, very cheap. It was only $400. So I was like, why not? As a woodwind specialist, my goal would be, you know, last few on my list are bari sax, bass clarinet, and English horn. Honestly, if I had those, and E-flat clarinet, if I have those, I can die happy. I did actually play alto clarinet in clarinet choir when I was in college, and I was just like, why not? I feel like it's an underrepresented instrument. I think they deserve more love. There's definitely a lot of pieces out there that still have alto clarinet parts. They're just not being played. I'm a very big alto clarinet ally. So yes, if there's an alto clarinet part and it's not being covered, and you have one, because a lot of schools even have them too, let your kids try to play them, okay? I swear, it's not that out of tune. It works well, comes with a decent mouthpiece. I believe this is the original mouthpiece. But yeah, again, for what I would need this alto clarinet for, you know, maybe if I ever find myself in a, you know, a clarinet choir situation, this will be perfect. If I ever have a student in the future that wants to learn, that's fine too. Okay, so that is it. That is kind of all of the main instruments in my instrument collection. Goal for life, my goal for life would be to, of course, have an E-flat clarinet, a bass clarinet, English horn, and bari sax. Those ones, once I, you know, get those, I'm kind of like, okay, perfect, you know, I feel great. Dream instruments, I would love an A clarinet, just because I'd love to say I own an A clarinet. There's no other reason. Again, it's not a need. Oboe d'amore would be awesome. Bass oboe would be awesome, of course. But an English horn is kind of priority right now. Contrabassoon, oh, I would love to have one of those. I will probably never have one of those though in a million years. There. Any other flutes? I guess bass flute. But again, I don't really see myself needing one of those. I'm very, very happy with my alto flute. So yeah, that's my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any other questions of just kind of more in-depth equipment, whether it's, you know, reed making for oboe, for bassoon, more of my mouthpiece setups, I guess, yeah, just feel free to leave them in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching.